Hi, I'm Kevin Van Dam, and we're at the Bassmasters Classic, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello, it's great to have you with us for another Explore Tulsa. And this week, have we ever got a fishing story for you?
Then we capture newsroom history when we catch up with a Tulsa legend.
Followed by a picture-perfect presentation at the Spirit Bank Event Center.
Plus great grounds to start the day with.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. Welcome, and we're excited that you made time with us this week to join us for Explore Tulsa.
Trish, you know, I'm thinking about taking up fishing.
The Bassmasters Classic must have inspired you to get outdoors, enjoy some of nature.
Well, that, and the guy that finished last at the Classic made $10,000 to sit in his boat and fish all weekend.
I'm sure you're missing a few things like, qualifying, traveling. It's still hard work. That takes great skill and talent, Stevie.
I think I got the sitting in the boat part down. The working on the fishing part's coming up.
We fish all season long and accumulate points on the regular Elite Series, and the top guys at the end of the season qualify for this, which the Bassmasters Classic is our Super Bowl. I mean, it's the championship event at the end of the year. $500,000 goes to the winner, so it's a big deal. And not only that, there's a lot of exposure for your sponsors, things like that. So I mean, everybody's at their best. We've got a game plan put together. First 2 days, all 53 guys are out there. The third day, just the top 25. You're going to battle it out for that $500,000 on Sunday. So, it's just a spectacle to see. So if you like anything to do with fishing, or if you've ever even thought about, coming to a bass tournament, this is the one to come and watch.
Just making it to the Classic was my biggest goal, just being here at home. I finished second in the All-Star event and just lost by a few ounces. It's kind of a heartbreaking deal, but it was a good season. It wasn't a great season. I didn't have any tournament wins, but main goal is just to get here to the Bassmaster Classic. Just really excited about that.
I started fishing these jackpots and stuff on Fort Gibson there where I live in Wagner, and just progressed. Went from jackpots to local tournaments, from local tournaments to national tournaments, and I kind of took off bass fishing when I was a teenager and been doing it all 30 years now, I guess.
For me, it's pretty special to be in Tulsa for the Classic because, I've got, sponsors that I've had since day one. Zepco, which I think just about everybody who's ever fished started with a Zepco 33. I know I did, and, they've been a sponsor of mine for my whole career, for all 23 years. And to be right in their backyard, it kind of makes it like a hometown classic for me. So not only that, but, a lot of history of bass comes from Tulsa. The original first member of bass is from Tulsa, from the Tulsa Bass Club. So this area is rich in tradition.
The support and outpouring of the local friends and family has just been amazing, and just the media that's around this event. I've never done so many interviews and radio interviews, and just leading up to the event, it's just been crazy.
It's going to be one of the most wide open classics we've ever had. Every one of these 53 anglers in here knows that they have a shot at it. Everyone knows that they have access and a way to catch the fish to win the Classic. Now, who it's going to be, no one can say, but this is going to be one of the best of all time. We're certainly looking forward to that.
Better take the strategy you're going to win. Keep the mindset that you're going to win, whether you really think you don't have a chance or not. You better think you are.
Technology has changed with our depth finders, our electronics, our trolling motors. Power poles has been a huge thing. Those are the shallow water anchors that are on the back of all these boats that really hold you in place in shallow water. You can make that same cast multiple times. Our electronics now, we can look side to side and look down, and got a GPS on there. You can follow your trail. It's just amazing, just the technology and electronics that are behind all these rigs.
The fish are out there. This lake is a great fishery. The venue is an awesome venue. The city of Tulsa has really stepped up, and everybody's aware of what's going on for sure. It's all around town. So I'm just excited to get this thing kicked off.
Oh, it's great, to have it here in Tulsa and on Grand Lake. Grand's a good lake. There'll be a lot of big fish caught, a lot of good stringers. So I'm looking forward to it.
This tournament for this community is absolutely huge. I don't think people outside the fishing world realize how big it is. I mean, there'll be over 100,000 people come to the Tulsa area from, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours away just to watch this event. It's just huge for our community.
Congratulations to Cliff Pace. He's this year's Bassmaster Classic winner, taking home a cool $500,000 for sitting in a boat fishing.
You can visit Bassmaster.com to see how everyone finished this year, including our guests, Edwin Evers, Tommy Biffle, and Kevin Van Dam.
I'll tell you how they did. They made money sitting in a boat fishing.
Tulsa thanks all of those involved in this year's event, and we look forward to once again hosting the Bassmaster Classic in the near future.
I'll be ready too, Trish, jigging to hook that hydrilla gorilla.
Now that'll be a news story worth covering. Might even be big enough to pull KOTV's Clayton Vaughn out of retirement.
Well, he'd better be ready to report me walking the dog while I'm mashing the hatch.
Stick around, there's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Shopping for authentic Native American gifts has never been easier. Whether you're looking for jewelry, art, or official Cherokee Nation apparel and books, you're sure to find all the perfect items in one place. Cherokee Nation Gift Shops. With 8 convenient retail locations, or shop online at CherokeeGiftShop.com. And don't miss our official Cherokee OU and OSU merchandise. Cherokee Nation Gift Shop. Convenient, affordable, authentic.
I'm carbon dating this carpet.
When you visit Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis, you won't find a bunch of money spent on fancy extras. That way Video Rev can pass huge savings to customers every day.
Like the Samsung 46-inch LED 1080p smart TV for only $649.
Or this Sony 55-inch 1080p LED with built-in Wi-Fi and 3D ready for only $14.99.
So bring in your dinosaur and trade up today.
Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
For a taste of Italy in Tulsa, may we recommend Ti Amo. For 20 years, Tulsa diners have come to Ti Amo for the very best in authentic Italian and Mediterranean dishes. With a dining room perfectly suited for single diners or groups and an incomparable menu, it's easy to see why Ti Amo has been voted best Italian restaurant in Tulsa. Ti Amo now with 2 locations, 61st and Sheridan, and our new downtown location on the northeast corner of 3rd and Cheyenne. Ti Amo, fine dining at an affordable price.
Hi, my name is Carla Fernandez, and I'm the owner of Colors of Ethnica at the Brady Arts District, and you are watching Explore Tulsa.
Hi again. We're happy to have you still with us for more Explore Tulsa.
And you'll be glad you stuck around too, because next, our guest is a legend in Tulsa broadcasting.
That's right, Stevie. They call him the Dean of Tulsa Television.
Clayton Vaughn's career spans over the course of nearly 50 years, and in that time, he's seen and reported it all.
This is Channel 6 Eyewitness News, live at 5 o'clock with Clayton Vaughn.
Well, I was born in Kansas, but my family went when I was very young, before school actually, to Cushing, which is just over 50 miles down the road here. And my dad ran the Montgomery Ward store there. So I went to grade school and junior high and high school there, and my last year in high school, a guy had come into town and he had built himself a radio station, brand new. And I worked there for on and off through college, when I'd come home, that sort of thing. And it was that exposure which led the people at what at that time was the new KAKC, which was the original Tulsa Top 40 rock and roll radio station. Been on the air since the early 50s, I guess, about when that started. And it was just a remarkable time because the station owned the market. It's just nothing like that had happened before, and certainly hadn't happened since.
This hour's top news from Tulsa's #1 news station, San Quentin, California.
The transition from radio to TV was, for me, easy. Because at that point in television, none of us knew what we were doing. So you just do the best you can. And you try anything that you think might work. And if it works, fine, do it some more or do it better. If it doesn't work, leave it, go try something else. And that's literally how television news began, not only in Oklahoma and in Tulsa, but in every other newsroom, television newsroom in the country, including the networks.
What about you, Ron? What were your feelings like on that period?
Well, Clayton, if this camera could talk, it would have a lot to say about the last.
But what I did in 1971 was start an hour-long evening newscast on KOTV. Ran from 6 until 7. We did a lot of things then, and we could cover exactly what we wanted to. So we did, I think we had figured out, at least I had figured out, that the most important social issue of the time, then and now, was education, because unless you have a solid, educated workforce population, otherwise you're too stupid to vote correctly, and you can't get good jobs, and you can't move ahead, and all sorts of things will not work unless you have a good education system. And I was convinced then and now that there's no conflict between being good and winning. And I think under some kind of measures, both of those things happened during that period of time when we were all still trying to figure out what the hell we were doing. Drowned in a sea of information that sweeps over us all in higher and higher tide. I see TV news now, particularly local television news, but it also happens at the national level. It's like a highway that you're going down. And you've got there's no center line, you've got the whole road all to yourself. And over on one shoulder, you've got sensationalism, and over on the other shoulder, you've got this fluffy kind of stuff that doesn't mean anything to anybody. And what happens is that the farther you go down the road, those shoulders start coming closer and closer in. And the news part of this thing gets narrower and narrower and narrower. So you're left, after you watch something like that, with nothing to think about. I always told the people with whom I worked that our goal was to produce a broadcast so that the next day a person would walk up to a co-worker or someone he met on the street or something and say, did you see blank last night? Really, the things that I've enjoyed the most is getting to know people here in Tulsa. And those are people whose names you would recognize, and far, far more of people you never heard of. But people are just friendly, and I'm gonna stay here until they roll me out someplace.
Now, what an impressive career Clayton Vaughn has had.
He really has, Trish, and he was so interesting to talk to, too. Typically, we spend about 15 minutes on each of the interviews, but with Clayton, he talked to us on camera for like nearly 40 minutes. All very interesting insights on Tulsa and journalistic history.
And if you want to catch the unedited version of that interview, visit us on our YouTube channel. Just search Explore Tulsa.
One thing Clayton didn't touch on was what kind of cameras hard news reporters use.
Maybe Josh Atkinson of Montag Photography has the answer to that exclusive when we return with more Explore Tulsa next.
Frustrated with your computer's performance? Looking to upgrade or repair the one you have? Arcade Computers at 5649 South Mingo in Tulsa has the solution. Arcade Computers sells new computers, used computers, and provides network installation and support. Keep your system running at its top performance. We offer the highest trade-in values and below market prices on late model desktop computers, laptops, network equipment, workstations, and monitors. Stop in or call us. Our expert technical staff will be glad to assist you.
The Royal Dragon at 51st and Memorial in the Fontana Shopping Center is celebrating their 35th anniversary, and you're invited. The Royal Dragon has been and still is Tulsa's tradition to meet family and friends for a wonderful meal. It's also home of the all-day buffet. A full menu is available if you prefer. When it comes to planning holiday events, weddings, receptions, birthdays, or an anniversary, the Royal Dragon has private rooms, or you can use the entire restaurant.
Hi, this is JD McPherson, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hello, thanks for staying with us. And because you did, Explore Tulsa is prepared to share some photography secrets with you.
Well, Josh Atkinson is. Recently, his company put on an entire expo on photography at the Spirit Bank Event Center.
Guest speakers came and classes were held to help folks with everything from Photoshop
to lighting techniques.
Basically an all-encompassing event for photographers, anybody from beginner, like a mom who wants to take better pictures of their kids, a dad who might want to take pictures at a sporting event, all the way up through advanced level. And they might own a studio or have an actual photography company, and we're gearing this for everybody to be able to learn, kind of help the industry. You know, that's the whole goal behind the event. Well, actually I studied marketing in school, and my wife studied broadcast journalism. And so we kind of combined forces and created a video company out of college. And then that kind of evolved into photography, and that evolved into, so it just kind of was one of those deals where it fell in our lap, and then from there we've just progressed throughout the years with it. And we just kind of had the idea to put this event together because we know that there's a large creative industry in Tulsa and the surrounding area. And these events, you know, they come to the East and West Coast a lot, maybe even down into Texas, but these large-scale photography events, they don't come to Tulsa very often. So that was our goal, was to bring this large event here to Tulsa in a centrally located area where, you know, we're getting people from Kansas, Louisiana, Arkansas, all coming to the event. Joe McNally came in and spoke. He spoke on lighting techniques, and he's, you know, world renowned. He's a guru in the industry. So it was awesome to listen to him speak and talk about the different techniques that he uses and what works. You know, that's the great thing about it, is it's not just theory. I mean, he's done it. He's been photographed for National Geographic, Life magazine, and so he tells you things that actually work in the field, things that are going to help you as you're out shooting on your own events. The technology, I feel like, has opened up a whole new world for the consumer. You know, used to take $5 or $8 grand kind of to enter into the photography realm. Like if you were going to have a nice camera and be able to actually go out and photograph things. Well, now you can get a really nice camera for a lot less money. So there's a lot more people that are interested in it, and a lot more people that have the ability to be able to photograph at a higher level. They just don't necessarily have the skills to be able to use the camera outside of the automatic functions and really take the camera and use it for what it can do. So that was our whole purpose with this event, was telling people or showing people how they can use it outside of automatic, put the camera into manual, and be able to actually get the functions out of the camera that you're looking for. You know, another thing is that when you talk about cameras, you also have to talk about the lenses. And then, you know, there's a major difference between a kit lens and a real high quality lens. So, you know, with that, we talked on that a little bit as well, kind of told people the differences. You know, you can buy a really nice camera body and it's going to help you out as well, but don't forget the lens. You know, the lens is a vital aspect to the camera. I would say some of the main tips are, don't disqualify yourself. You know, everybody has the ability, you know, if you've got it ingrained and you have that passion for it, don't disqualify yourself by not knowing, you know, some of the basics. You know, you can learn. There's multiple different ways to learn. So some of the tips, I guess, would be get out there, learn. You know, that's what this is all about, is being able to take yourself, what your passion is, to the next level, and be able to learn those basics that are going to propel you to the next level. For us, this is our backyard. You know, this is where my family is raised. This is where my wife and I grew up. And so, you know, we have ties to Tulsa, and we love the Tulsa area. And we just feel like a lot of times we get skipped over. You know, so for us, it was a really good opportunity to bring an event like this here, you know, and put it in the backyard of all the people that maybe want to go but haven't had an opportunity because it's been over in Las Vegas or out in Florida or wherever it might be. So Central United States, we feel like we get skipped over, and that was our goal, was to bring it to this location.
Strike a pose, Trish. Let's see your best Madonna.
Oh, brother. You can find Josh at montagstudio.com.
Plus, if you want to pick up a sweet little number like this Canon 5D Mark III, you can stop in at Video Revolution. Ask for Devin. He'll set you up. Now, give me more emotion, Trish.
I'll tell you what I'd like to give you, but first I'm going to need a good shot of caffeine.
I know just the place, too. Nordaggio's Coffee's next when we return with more Explore Tulsa. Give me that you're about to have a great espresso up.
Since 1964, Guitar House of Tulsa is the player's choice. We provide excellent customer service and the best selection on guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, and amplifiers in Tulsa. Check out the latest products from PRS, Martin, Taylor, Spector, Charvel, Takamine, Alvarez, Mesa Boogie, Orange, and many more. Open Monday through Saturday. Ask about our string instrument repair, 0% interest financing, and private lessons with the best instructions in Tulsa. Guitar House of Tulsa. We'll keep you strumming along.
Have you noticed your vision seeming a little narrowed and blurry?
Then you may be suffering from SDTV.
Let the LED experts at Video Revolution help you see what you've been missing.
Like the Samsung 1080p 50-inch LED for only $749.
Or this Sony 60-inch 1080p LED for only $14.99.
Video Revolution at 71st and Lewis can help you find the perfect HD.
And 3D prescription to custom fit your home entertainment needs.
Hey guys, I'm Edwin Evers, and you're here at the Bassmasters Classic, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Hi, if getting your caffeine fix every morning is important to you, then you'll be glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa.
Oh yeah, Trish, we're going to visit our Lewis neighbors, Nordaggios, where the blending of some of the finest coffee beans takes place for an espresso that possesses magical powers.
They are amazing, but you better believe it, Stevie doesn't have any magical powers.
Oh really? Watch as I make myself disappear.
We all really do wish that was possible.
I was at school and there wasn't any good coffee in Tulsa, and I decided, hey, I need to start a coffee shop. So I did, and it's been a long time since then. And then shortly, probably about 8 years ago, we started a wholesale company where we roast coffee and we provide coffee to restaurants and other cafes and consulting and equipment. It's been really fun. I wanted them to taste coffee in a manner that would taste more like it smells. That would be not bitter and offensive at all, but smooth. And also I wanted them to experience latte art and the crafting of milk frothing with the whole true Northern Italian style espresso coffee experience.
The main thing that I do here is roast the coffee. So we get the green beans in, I put it in the roaster, I cook it up to bring out the taste of the coffee. Coffee beans have a flavor that's naturally there. So I'm trying to bring that flavor out without adding anything extra. We have a Probat roaster. It was built in the 1940s. It's got leather belts on it, and it has a cast iron drum, which is great if you ever cooked with a cast iron skillet versus like a stainless steel skillet. You know the cast iron holds the heat, and you more heat the cast iron, and then the cast iron heats what you're cooking. Well, that's one thing that's great about our roaster because it gives you a nice even roast. My goal really is to bring out what's there. I don't want to add to it, I don't want to subtract from it. I'm trying to make that coffee be what it is.
Honestly, the biggest thing is taste preference. You need to go somewhere that you like the way that they make things because they taste good. We do a Northern Italian style of espresso here, and so when we're combining espresso with milk also, the espresso's been blended to taste great by itself, but to also go really well with milk. So we want to present people with these really nice, balanced but full shots that are sweet, that are nutty, and that are chocolatey. So it's just a lot of practice and a lot of repetition, and just through tasting do we find what tastes best for us and hopefully for the customer as well.
Handcrafted small batch roasting has been a big deal because coffee, not all coffee is created equal, and coffee is something that has to be treated really carefully in how it's roasted and also how it's extracted in the machines. And coffees are rotating a lot. They come from all over the world. I would say that our espresso blend is something we've had for a long time that has created a cult following. But now you'll find for a lot of shops and roasters it's common to have 2 or 3 espresso blends. So the coffee industry has been changing a lot, and in Tulsa it's changed a ton in the last 5 years.
We roast usually 3 days a week right now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And, you know, well, I'll probably do 10 batches a day or something. But you know you've done your job well when you get that coffee out and you open the bag and you can just smell the big aromatics, whether it's floral or berry or cocoa, or you can just smell that coffee.
We decided to close down most of our retail operation and go back to the very first coffee shop that we ever had and stick with the love of the coffee and see how we can help other retailers and begin to sell our coffee wholesale. And you know what? It's really been great. It was a great decision.
Adam and William have truly made the Nordaggio espresso an experience worth repeating.
Find out for yourself by paying them a visit at 81st and Lewis, or visit their website at nordaggios.com.
That sounds like such a good idea right now. A freshly brewed espresso.
I like it when they take the cream and they make that little design in it.
That is fun. Folks, stick around. There's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
I'm Bill Leidy, a Tulsa Realtor, a member of the Transportation Advisory Board and the Tulsa Metropolitan Area Planning Commission, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Looking for a new home entertainment experience? Well, hi, and welcome to Video Revolution, Tulsa's best in cutting-edge electronics. Professional, highly trained home entertainment experts. Video Revolution's been serving Tulsans for over 25 years with name brands like Sony, Klipsch, Mitsubishi, Samsung, and so many more. Great selection, price match guarantee, custom installation, expert assistance equals home entertainment success. See for yourself. The Video Revolution showroom features the largest selection of flat panel TVs in all of Oklahoma. Plus the latest in 3D entertainment. Highly trained home entertainment experts on hand. Professional delivery, installation, and service after the sale. And the best selection of name brands. Visit us online at videorevolution.com and find out more about everything we have to offer. Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Hi, this is Kyan Brown, assistant coach for the ORU Golden Eagles, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Be sure and stop in next week when we learn how vintage pearl came to be the real jewel of Lewis.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but special thanks to everyone who had a part in making the Bassmasters Classic such a successful event.
Thanks too to Clayton Vaughn for sharing his memories and talents with all of us through the years. And thanks to Josh Atkinson of Montag Photography for giving us a little more knowledge of digital picture taking.
Plus, thanks to Nordaggio's Coffee for giving us a great reason to jump out of bed every morning.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at ExploreTulsaChannel.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about. Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is always brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
If you're looking for home audio, home video, HD TVs,
or you want to check out and learn all about how you can make your iPhone, iPad, or other smart device run your entire entertainment system,
please stop by and say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs. And we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.